नमस्कार, मैं मनमोहन जिंदल, एक्स बैंक and IBBI registered value in security and financial from Mumbai. We all know that today is the tradition of engaging debt recovery agents for the recovery of retail loan dues. For that, they have to undergo a specific training of specific hours and to take a exam conducted by the Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. So some question and answers are required to be performed in the exam. So I have tried to compile some questions into the form and trying to clarify to help the candidates to take the exam confidently and easily. Interpersonal skills leads to enhancement of relationship, breakdown of relationship, no relationship, or no value addition relationship. So we know that interpersonal skills is a very useful skill that works in enhancement of relationship. It does not break down, it does not meaning into the no relationship, and it add the value into the relationship. Hence, enhancement of relationship is the correct answer. When the agency contract does not provide for any fee or other remuneration, the principal may be liable to pay to the agent only the fee as per the customary practices of the industry is the right answer. Sometimes the contract act does not specify some fees or may forget to include any fee or remuneration for a particular situation, and at that time the customary practices of the industry comes forward, and the principal has to pay the agent as per that. So RBI guidelines are the broad guidelines, IBA model contracts are the broad guidelines, where it is not there. In your anxiety for recovering the dues, you likely to be inclined to using harsh and threatening language. This approach is, however, improper because it may antagonize the borrower into not paying, is inhuman and demeaning, may attract legal structures if pursued in the contract, or all of them. So answer is all of the above. Harsh and threatening language is not to be used by any debt recovery agent. It is against the ethics, against the law. So by the behavior of these, customer may antagonize. It is inhuman and it should not be worked. May attract legal structure against you if customer is pursued against you in the court. Retail loan, accepting housing loan generally is large amount, medium amount, small amount, or medium and small. We all know that retail loans are of small amounts and accept the housing loan, where housing loan has the substantial amount of lending. Retail loan comprises, here if we convert this question like this, retail loan comprises medium and small amounts, medium amounts, and large amounts. Here the answer will be changed as medium and small amounts, because here in retail loans, housing loans is also considered, which is having a substantial amount or medium amount of 2 crore, 1 crore. So the range of the retail loans generally takes into account to 20,000 to 100 lakh rupees. A check signed and delivered by the borrower to the lender is like a promise, assurance by the borrower to the lender that कि एक व्यक्ति, एक बोरोवर चेक साइन करते वक्त, चेक हैंडओवर करते वक्त लेंडर को क्या प्रॉमिस देगा, क्या एश्योरेंस देगा. There is sufficient balance or proper arrangement. There is no legal restrictions for payment. The check will be honored on presentation. The payment of the check will be stopped. So here the answer is the check will be honored on presentation. This is the main crux, that this check will not be dishonored. If it is required, he will maintain the sufficient balance. He will not stop it. So the other 3 points are ancillary to that, and the crux is that the check will be presented, honored on the presentation. The recovery staff members should schedule time their dues collection efforts near bank half-yearly closing dates to achieve presentable NPA figures during the lean weeks or months for better utilization in branch itself, to synchronize with cash flow pattern of the debtors, both A and B above. So here the answer is to synchronize with cash flow patterns of the debtors. Debt recovery agent has not to work in branch. He has not to work, not to bother about the branch, whether the branch has a lean weeks or peak weeks. So half year closing or yearly closing, he should not to be considered. He has to work daily. He has to maintain his own forte. He has to study the customer and analyze their cash flow patterns and go at that time to collect the dues of the bank. Saving account may contain some restrictions regarding number of withdrawals per quarter, amount of withdrawals per transaction, number of deposit into account per quarter, both A and B. We all know that the saving account have some restrictions on withdrawals, some restrictions on withdrawal in the ATM per transaction, but there is no restrictions on the deposit. You can deposit your cash any number of times. So answer is both A and B above. So in case of charge card, the whole card holder gives time up to 10 to 20 days, 5 to 10 days, 25 to 50 days, no time limit at all, giving for payment of the dues. So here, charge card is a type of debit card where no time limit at all is given for the payment of dues after the payment billing cycle. That payment is not enhanced to the next billing cycle. How important is it for recovery agency to follow the banking codes and standards? So here, this is very important, as he is a representative of the bank and must follow it strictly. So slightly, not at all, is not considered. Who is the following is not a party to debt? So creditor, debtor, agent, both A and B. So we know that bank is the creditor, borrower is the debtor, agent is a person who collect the dues from the debtor only after the happening of the disbursement of the debt. So the contract is between the creditor and the debtor. So here agent is not a party to the debt. Which one of the following is at a regular debt recovery process as defined under model policy of DRA of I? Legal recovery process, asset possession process, default recovery process, recovery through compromise. So here asset possession process is described under the model policy of the DRA of the I. So thank you very much. This is from my side. Kindly go through the guidelines of the RBI of your bank before taking any action. This is a small disclaimer from my side. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.